Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMtrading. Today's November 18, 2019. And today is Monday morning, so no major economic events scheduled for today. But as the week moves along, we'll have several major events coming up. But taking a look at the markets, we're going to first start out with the currencies. We see the US dollar actually slide versus the major pairs. Now, this is way overdue. Okay, we're going to take a look at a couple of opportunities there. Now, the Dow Jones breaks higher and hitting 28,000 points for the Dow. That is amazing, okay? And it just keeps on going higher. This is really on the back of the stocks going higher. Now, the commodities, pretty much gold, remain unchanged, where I expected it actually to sell further. I'm going to take a look at that, and possibly it's going to hit for some sort of a bounce. While oil remains strong right above its resistance level and looking like it wants to take higher. But let's take a look at that in just a second. And lastly, looking at stocks, the rotation continues. And this time it's Google making new all-time highs with the rest of the market. Okay, carrying the market even higher yesterday. Now also Microsoft and Apple also went higher, but just mildly. But Google was the one really to take us higher. But let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're jumping here into the Euro USD at a 4-hour chart. You can see right there. Now we pretty much flatline at this 109.94-ish level, just below 110, bouncing off of it to this 110.63-ish level, which is about a 70-pip move. Now we do hit some sort of turbulence at this 110.79-ish level, which is anticipated resistance. Okay, so just be aware of it. Now, in the prelude, in the introduction, I mentioned that the dollar finally slides. The dollar should be somewhere in the 115, 120-ish area versus the Euro USD, okay? The Euro should be 120 to the dollar, okay? And the reason I say that is because basically when the Dow Jones goes higher, the dollar should have an inverse relationship and get weaker, okay? And it hasn't. So this is just representative of not just the Dow Jones getting stronger, but showing that the European market is actually lagging behind. Okay, so it's very important to see both sides of that coin. Now, looking at the GBP USD, we also took it higher to this upper limit to 129.64. We do have this resistance-ish area up here, so just be aware of it, that there is a little bit of a resistance up here, and in case we do break above it, we may see a further correction in the GBP. Now, jumping into gold, this is all I'm talking about. We're trading at 1463 after bouncing to the 1472. Okay, now at these areas, we may, if it does break this moving average, we may see it actually challenge this 1448-ish level once more, okay, as the Dow Jones breaks higher. Now, jumping into oil, you can see we're above this resistance level of 57.54. That's the upper resistance level. Now, I'd like to see this actually continue its upwards momentum to see if it does have any further correction to the upside. Now, the last time we were in this area, okay, was when the Saudi oil was bombed by presumably Iran. Okay, now this is the first time we've actually hit these levels in more than a month. So this is really very, very important as we go into the winter months and the consumption actually increases, and then stockpiles actually decrease and the prices increase. Okay, so it follows that momentum. Okay, so just keep an eye on that. Now, looking at the Dow Jones, 28,020 this morning. Okay, we were just dipping right below it. We're at all-time highs, okay? It can't go higher than this. Yes, it can, okay? That's what's been happening, okay? People keep on asking me, Fred, how much further is it going to go? Are we going to hit a correction? Are we hitting a recession? No, okay? We're actually moving higher, okay? And the stocks are backing it and moving higher as well. When we look at the Google, we see that it's moving to 1328. This is all-time highs for it as we look at a monthly chart of it, 1328. And really, it could go even higher today. As long as you have that momentum, it's very scary to buy in these areas because you're a little bit concerned that it's going to just turn on you and it's going to massive sell off, but that's not happening, okay? So far, it hasn't happened until you get that flag of when it tells you, oh, I'm getting weaker now. And especially if particularly the major stocks get weaker, the Microsofts, the Google, the Apple, okay, which are all making all-time highs. Let's jump into Microsoft. There we go. We hit 149, okay? We're getting very close to 150-ish level. When we jump into Apple, same story, 265. So all of them are really hitting all-time highs, and this is a bona fide bull market, okay? You can't get more bull than this, and you can't get more bona fide because this is really everything going together on the upside. So just keep an eye on that, and just don't play the counter move because you'll get hurt. Okay, so just the greater probability, the probability of play is on the upside and not the reversals, because anytime this happens, it means that there are volume of money being pumped into the markets and people are buying it. So just keep that in mind as we go into this week's session. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish everybody a great trading day. Thank you.